In this video, we're solving a word problem using quadratic formula. The word problem is population at time t is given by 6t squared plus 100t plus 4,000. This is the equation of population of some town, where t is the time in years since the year 2000, and the question is, when will the population reach 6,000 people? In order to solve this, we're going to solve 6,000, which is a population, the amount of people, in for p at t. That is, when will the equation get to 6,000? Well, we rewrite the rest of the equation, 6t squared plus 100t plus 4,000, and we get everything to one side. You could move everything left, but it'll be much easier to move everything to the right. By subtracting 6,000 from both sides, we get 0 equals 6t squared plus 100t, and that'll be a minus. 4,000 minus 6,000 gives minus 2,000. Okay. This is now a nice quadratic which we can solve using quadratic formula. The way we do that is this is our A, this is our B, this is our C. I'll write them out like this. It makes it easier to see what the letters are, and less likely I'll make a mistake. So those are our components of quadratic formula, and let's use quadratic formula to solve that. The quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus b squared, I should say plus or minus the square root of b squared, minus 4ac all over 2a. So I'll use my coefficients a, b, and c from over here and sub in. b is negative 110 plus or minus the square root of 110 squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. So I get negative 110 plus or minus square root of, going to need my calculator here, 110 squared, 12,100, and then I have minus 4 times 6 times minus 2,000. Minus 4 times 6 times minus 2,000 equals 48,000. And remember, the symbol between them, minus times a minus, is a plus. On the bottom, the denominator, I can do that in my head, 2 times 6 is 12. So we get equals negative 110 plus or minus the square root of, and I'll leave the rest of the fraction so I don't forget it, dividing by 12, but on the inside of the square root here, 12,100 is 48,000 is 60,100. So negative 110 plus or minus, and now what's the square root of 60,100? Square root of 60,100. Let's put an approximate dot because we rounded. It's plus or minus 245.153, all divided by 12. At this point, I'm going to split my answer up into two pieces. I'll go up here and split it into two pieces. By that I mean either it's going to be minus 110 positive or plus 245.153 all over 12, or it's going to be negative 110 instead of the positive, the minus. There's two versions, so this one will be the minus version, 245.153 all over 12. And so we have negative 110, oh, and I can do all that on my calculator. Negative 110, let's try again. Negative 110 plus 245.153 equals, and divide that by 12, and we get another rounding, approximately 11. That's 11 years. You could say 11.26 or 11.3, but I'll say approximate 11 years. And then for this one, negative 110 minus 245.153 equals that, divide by 12, and you get negative 29.9 and approximately, when we round it, it'll be approximately negative 30. But there's an important thing to notice, even more important than the rounding, is that we can't really have negative years. We assume the formula can only go forward from the year 2000. So we'll need to say this one's inadmissible or reject it somehow. And so our only answer really is this 11. Therefore, the population will be 6,000 in approximately 11 years. And that's our answer. We found when the population will be 6,000 people, approximately, using quadratic formula.